I'm Danielle Maestretti, the Utne Librarian, and this is Shelf Life for the week of March 17th. We'll start off this week with Westward, which is the alt weekly out of Denver. They're an old, revered paper in the world of alt weeklies. They still do great investigative reporting. I think especially in the last year, their work on prisons and investigating the Colorado DOC has been really amazing. This week they have a big feature story on a dude whose real name is kept anonymous, but he goes by the superhero name of Wall Creeper. I actually shouldn't even say superhero because he prefers the term crime fighter. And it's really a profile of how he sort of made this personal transformation into feeling that the point of his existence was to aid the true superheroes, the police, in fighting crime, preventing crime, saving people, etc. So there's this whole sort of personal tale of how he came to think that he needs to remedy all of the wrongs in the world. So next up we have Color Lines, which is basically the only national magazine focusing on race and politics. This month they have a really important essay by Kai Wright, a journalist really well known for his writing on both race and gay rights issues, sort of indicting the No on Prop 8 campaign for failing to meaningfully engage with communities of color. He sort of systematically documents the ways in which the campaign paid a little bit of lip service to the Latino community, the black community, but never really engaged. He systematically documents the ways in which there was this CNN exit poll right after the election that seemed to indicate that communities of color had voted overwhelmingly in favor of Prop 8, and that poll was really latched onto by a lot of white gay and lesbian activists, and there's a lot of finger pointing toward communities of color. Really important read. Next up we have G's, which is, their tagline is Holy Mischief in an Age of Fast Faith. They're based in Canada. And they sort of bring a fun sensibility to religion and spirituality. In this issue, which is their experimentation issue, there's a really fun piece by a guy, kind of a hippie-sounding dude, and his own little experiment, which was to see if he could get the barter system working. And what I really appreciated was he doesn't just go to little friendly shops in his town and try and trade things. He goes to chains. He goes to a big Office Depot type chain, and he goes to a Starbucks type chain, and he brings in a slightly used light bulb and a Chinua Achebe book and a couple of other things. And the woman at the coffee chain trades him for the light bulb and says, "Oh yeah, actually we've got a light bulb burned out in the bathroom." It isn't just some hippy-dippy, heartwarming story. Most of the places he goes, people are like, "Hell no, I can't trade with you. I'd get fired. Please get out of here." But it's just sort of a fun essay, and kind of made me want to give it a try. And finally, we have the latest issue of Smile Hun, You're in Baltimore, which is a really fun zine, sort of from and about Baltimore and all of its little idiosyncrasies, or big idiosyncrasies. I had heard from the editor of the zine, William P. Tandy, that they were going to do a transit issue, which was amusing to me since, as far as I know, Baltimore doesn't have much of a public transit system to speak of. But if you thought stories about buses and public transit were funny, they are doubly funny when they are from Baltimore. There's this piece that I'm pointing to here is about a guy who literally almost meets his death 3 different times while waiting for buses in Baltimore. So this is a really fun read. You can order this zine and all the other ones that William P. Tandy publishes on their website. And that's it for this week.